under my wing. Even when we were in kindergarten, I loved her so much I wouldn't even let her write our own ABCs. Amber's one of my very best friends, and I'm so proud to stand up here next to her on this special day. She really is a beautiful person with a huge heart, one that's only for Matt. There isn't a day that goes by where I question Matt's love for her. It's the one thing I know. If it's one thing I know, it's that Matt and Amber are perfect for one another. Just like their vow, Matt couldn't have said it any quicker. He jumped up and said, "I do." Matt loves my sister unconditionally, and I seriously couldn't have chose a better person for her. I love you both so much. I'm so happy for the future, and get ready to raise a hell of a lot more times, but to the moon, Mr. and Mrs. Coe. Congratulations.
So just ditto off of what Nicole said, everything was so amazing, and I just want to thank everybody that was involved. Joanne and Neil, everything's beautiful. My parents, thanks for putting Amber on this world. I sang for Amber tonight because me singing to her, I can't put into words exactly how I feel and how much love I have for my sister, but singing to her just meant so much, and I knew that, like, even though I was nervous, I was singing to her at the end of the day and just wishing them both the love and happiness that they deserve. There's no doubt in the world how much Matt means to Amber. I've never seen her eyes light up as much as they do when she talks to Matt, or just like the excitement she has when they're together. And it just means so much to me that this is the person that she's going to spend the rest of her life with, because she deserves it more than anybody I know. And it's going to be so hard not living with her for the rest of my life, because I was planning on that. But rest assured, they have a spare bedroom, so. Matt, I just want to say thank you for losing my cat while I was in Ocean City. That meant a lot to me. Honestly though, guys, I love you both so much. I can't wait to party the night away with you, and this is only the beginning.
Big round of applause for Rachel, everyone. Alright guys, thank you everybody for coming. First, Amber, the bridal party, everybody looks beautiful. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Coe and Mr. and Mrs. Golightly for putting this on for everybody. Matt's one of my best friends. You know, he'd be one of my, you always talk about those people that would be your one phone call. Matt would be mine. You know, he might take a scenic route to get there. Might not know what to do when he's getting there, but he'll be right there with you every step of the way. And that's why you gotta love it. A couple weeks ago, Amber had, you know, a run-in with Matt. They were at Wendy's. Amber had a spicy chicken. Matt ordered a Baconator. The guy driving said, "Medium okay for the spicy chicken?" Amber says, "Yeah." She asked what the Baconator, medium? Matt thinks about it for a second. He goes, "How about medium rare?" So, you know, Amber still stood by his side through that, and I know she's going to stand by his side for a lot of other things. I love Amber. I knew Matt would always find a beautiful woman that adored him, and Amber's just that. She's one of my best friends too now, so I look forward to seeing what the future holds for you guys, and I love you both. Cheers.
All right, everybody, let's show how Jimmy makes it happen. Another best man. Say it. Okay, I should have practiced the speech before I'm going to give it here, so. Okay, here we go. I'm Sid, everybody. I've known Coe since my first memories of being a person. We have a lifelong friendship. I think our first relationship started first day of first grade. I don't know if you remember this. We said bye to my mom. We had our first day of school outfits. We said bye to Joanne. We made it 2 houses down. We were all excited. This bee was flying around my neck, or my head, and I hit it and went directly into Matt's neck and stomach. We went home, we were crying and screaming. It was just it was a whole mess. So that was 5 years old, and I think ever since we've had memories since. He came over to my house. You guys never had sweets at your house, so he came to ours, and he was like, he never had a sweet in his life. And he said, "Don't tell Joanne." I had all these ho-hos. I would go to Cope's house. I was not really a big animal person, but Sammy, their dog, would just terrorize us. And I still remember Joanne put a stake in the ground at an outdoor, and we were playing outside, and he ran towards us, and he didn't stop. The stake came out of the ground, and then he started chasing us, and the stake was going everywhere. I thought I was going to die at that point. So, we've had memories. Remember the senior trip, the shoulder issue? Yeah, okay. We were at a senior trip in Ocean City, Maryland, and we were wrestling, and Cope couldn't complain more about his shoulder being hurt. And we took him to the emergency room at Ocean City, like General, I remember. And we dropped him off and came back. Hours he was there. And he came out, and he was like, yeah, they told me to take this drug, like acetaminophen. I was like, Tylenol? That's all they told you to take Tylenol? And then later that night, I swear to you, later that night, he's looking around, making sure nobody's looking at him. And then he reaches up for the cover, like his shoulder was completely fine. So. And you know what, to be honest, from the 20s until his bachelor party 2 weeks ago, it's probably best we don't talk about a lot about this in public. I was there for a lot of it. I'm not trying to implicate myself, so we're just going to move on. Amber. So a couple years ago, Cope and I we talked on the phone, and he started bringing up this girl. Her name was Amber. I said, "Oh, okay. Who is she? What's going on? What's the lowdown on her and stuff?" And I still remember the conversation. It was just, you know what? She's just so cool, man. We talk, we hang out. She's just so cool. And, we would talk often, and Amber was always coming up in conversation. And this was the kid who said he never wanted to have a girlfriend, and he said he hated talking on the phone. And that's all we did with each other. And I was like, what's going on here? This is interesting. Okay. So, but it was clear, knowing Cope for 20-something years, and meeting Amber the first time and seeing her and Cope be together, the friendship that I was seeing kind of evolve was evident. The pep in his step and the relationship that they had was something special, and it was the first time for me that I ever saw this kid get excited about a girl. So being married myself, I think friendship is one of the biggest things that you can have as a marriage, and it was clear from Cope and I's friendship that he found a friend, a best friend in Amber. And now, here we are, all these years later. So, Amber, thank you for being so cool. I guess we'll show the love. So, Matt, you've always done everything your way. You certainly never deviate from that, and that's something I can't respect more. You've, not only that, you've decided to enlist in the U.S. Army and serve your country honorably. Not only that, you've obviously started your own business that only continues to grow exponentially. Yeah, that's right. 50% off Cope'sWashingCom. Hashtag for the wedding, codename. I'm not trying to be facetious here, but your name in the AK Valley only continues to grow, and it really, you are like a local living legend. So, as the best man at my wedding, the godfather to my son, I couldn't be more proud of you. I love you, buddy. So, please, let's raise a glass to Cope and Amber, Matt and Amber. I think I speak for all of us where we wish you a lifelong of friendship, health, and happiness. And if you guys ever need anything, we're always here for you. Cheers. Congratulations. All right, everybody, nice round of applause for Sis, everyone.
Very good. Okay, so we have a filter that's on Snapchat. This is to millennials, this is very important, but there's a filter on Snapchat, it's really cool. If you scroll to it, it says Mr. and Mrs. Cope. So use that tonight. Cool.
Hi guys, I'm Aaron. May all of you have